All right, what's going on, guys? What's going on? This is your boy, Game 27. I'm back again with another Real Talk Q&A. First of all, I just want to apologize to y'all guys. I just hadn't been doing much content for y'all guys these past few days. I've just been so busy, just busy with life, just busy, man. I'm trying to lose weight. I've been dieting, been exercising, so. I can't do all that, exercise and play a lot of video games and do YouTube at the same time. So I got to sacrifice. And right now, my health is more of a concern than doing YouTube videos every day. So I'm still going to give y'all continuous content, just not as much as I used to give y'all. But I'm gonna still give y'all these Q&As every week. Still doing the Real Talk with the Real Gamer. But as far as doing daily content, I don't know. It depends on how I feel because I'm tired as hell. I've been running. I ran 3 miles today. I ran 3 miles yesterday, and I've been eating a lot of salad, so I'm fucking grouchy as hell because I'm not eating no triple meat cheeseburgers like I'm used to eating, man. So first of all, what's going on? What's going on out there, man? Who's in that chat, man? Let's see who's in that chat. Let's see who's here. I know I had done one of these in a minute. What's going on, Dave? Dave J. Digital Worlds. Neil Aranda. Who else is here? Is it Me Wa N Waffle? Our friend Ali, what's up? Blood Dragon. Matthew Pipes. Insane Gamer. Ken Trey. What's going on? Mr. Gonzalez. Phantom. Gaming Tube. Who else? Phantom. I think I said Phantom. Digital Man. Cherryman Videos. I think that's it for right now, man. Skull Terrorist. What's going on, man? What's going on, Nintendo player? What's going on, man? How y'all guys doing today? Y'all make sure. What's going on, OBJ? Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Like this video. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe. Because I like to give y'all a lot of unbiased, discussions, whatever. And if you've been following me for a very long time, y'all know how much of a Nintendo fan that I am. But Nintendo has been dropping the ball a lot in these past couple of years, and I'm not afraid to come out and speak up, unlike a lot of these people in this community. Same with the Xbox. I love the Xbox, man. I think Xbox 360 is like one of the best consoles of all time, And I feel with the Xbox One, I feel that they are dropping the ball. Don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of the Xbox One, but there's some stuff I'm just not liking what Microsoft is doing right now, man. That's why I'm going to discuss this in today's Real Talk. I guess one-on-one with y'all guys. I will be taking some questions in a few. What else I want to talk about? I'm gonna talk a little Switch stuff. Talk about some PS4. I basically want to talk about everything, man. I'm a gamer. Right? That's the reason why I call myself the Real Gamer, because I play everything, man. Right now, the PlayStation 4 is the console to get if you don't have a next generation console. And if you want my advice, I would advise you to get a PS4 over the Xbox One. Don't get me wrong, the Xbox One's a good console. I love it. But if you want games that's getting a lot of exclusives as the PS4 is getting, for instance, I've been playing Yakuza. This is a really good game. I'm having a blast with this. And I just recently picked up Neo. I heard a lot of great things about this game. Team Ninja, that's one of my favorite developers. Of course, they did the Ninja Gaiden series, so I'm a huge fan of that. So these games just came out I think Yakuza came out like a week or two ago, and we just continuously getting these releases with the PS4. We just not too long ago got a Kingdom Hearts game. It's just so many exclusives that's coming out for the PS4 this year. It's putting Microsoft to shame. And I was one of Microsoft's biggest defenders these past couple of years because they've been doing a lot of stuff. They've been doing a whole bunch of consumer-friendly deals. Now that's what I love about Microsoft. They did a lot of great things that made me a satisfied customer. But as far as the games go, I'm just not liking it, man. I'm still trying to figure out. I'm still wondering, where is this greatest Xbox lineup in history? Y'all remember when they said that last year or whatever? I'm still trying to figure it out. Where's it at? I just don't understand, guys. I don't understand. We only got about 5 exclusives last year. What was it? Quantum Break. The Xbox One only have one exclusives within the first 8 months of 2016. That's fucking sad. Then I guess after Quantum Break, that's when Record come out. That was during the fall. Then of course you got Horizon. You got outside Horizon. You got Forza Horizon 3. Then you got the Gears of War 4, and I guess the last game of the year for the Xbox One was a Dead Rising 4, which is a time exclusive. So only 5 exclusives for the Xbox One in 2016. And it's just not looking too good for 2017. You would think for each year, the Xbox One should be getting a lot more games, not decreasing. You're supposed to be increasing. That's why I'm not understanding, with Microsoft right now. I'm just not happy right now. I'm still playing my Xbox. I'm playing some backlog of games. Right now on the Xbox, I'm playing Quantum Break. I'm almost finished with it. I just bought this indie game called Rise and Shine. It's a really fun game, and it's hard as hell. So it's just really no big first party games that's on the Xbox right now. I know Halo Wars 2 is supposed to be coming out, I believe, at the end of this month. And that's all I know for the Xbox this year is the Halo Wars 2. And yes, we know about some other games like State of Decay 2, games like Sea of Thieves, Crackdown 3. No release dates on. They still ain't got no release dates. Cuphead, we still don't know where that game is at. That might got canceled. Phil, he might have canceled that game. I don't know what the hell is going on with that. We already know about the whole entire Scalebound situation. A lot of people was pretty upset about that, and a lot of people said the reason why they bought a Xbox One was for Scalebound, and Scalebound was one of my most anticipated games for this year. Like, as far as most anticipated games on each console, Scalebound was the game I wanted to play on Xbox One. Like, that was my must play, my most anticipated game for the Xbox One. Zelda, Breath of the Wild was my most anticipated game to play on the Switch. And of course, you got Horizon Zero Dawn is my most anticipated game to play on the PS4. So, that's just basically the games I really want to play this year. And since Phil Spencer canceled another game, and it's just frustrating, man. It's really frustrating. I know Phil Spencer came out today on Twitter. I know he mentioned something about that we're going to have more first-party games this year. It's just to a point that I'm going to say I'm not going to believe a damn thing until you give us this shit, because it seems that, you tell us some shit and you cancel shit. I'm still waiting on that. I'm still waiting on the greatest Xbox lineup in history. Where the hell is that in? I've been hearing that about a year ago? Like, where's it at? Like, we had 5 exclusives last year. This year, it doesn't look that good. And Phil Spencer said it's going to be more first party games. Like, come on, man. You're supposed to be doing a lot better each year. You're not supposed to go down on your exclusives. So that's one thing that's what's bothering me about the Xbox. When it comes to the PS4, like, there's games everywhere, from first party, second party, third party. The games that on the Xbox One is just multiplex, and you can play that on the PS4. Because, especially if you want the better version, if you want the better looking version, you want the version that has better frame rates, get a PS4. Like, I'm just being honest. That's why I would love for Microsoft to come out with more first party games. Like, let's just go back to the 360. The reason why the 360 was such a success of a console is because they had a wide variety of games from all sorts of genres, from hack and slash to, survival horror, first person shooters, JRPGs, they had sports, race. They had everything on the 360. And it seems that on the Xbox One, I feel that these fanboys, all they want is sports shooters and racers. Like, that's it. That's what's bothering me right now about that, man. I remember I was on Twitter, man. I remember messaging, was it Aaron Greenberg or something? I think it was about the Halo Wars 2, man. No, it was probably Phil Spencer. I mentioned about like, what's going on with this Halo and Forza and Gears all the time? Like, when are we gonna get more exclusives? When are we gonna get more games? And of course, one of Xbox's most beloved corporate slaves, Mr. Tim Dog, him and his little goons was trying to double team on me, and they was swearing up and down that I was a Sony fanboy just because I criticized Microsoft for not having enough first-party games for the Xbox One. So just because I criticize the Xbox One does not mean I'm a Sony fag. that's in their eyes. It's just so funny, man. I don't know what's going on with these guys. They are so delusional. it's like this. If anybody criticizes Microsoft, that makes that person an automatic, pony, an automatic PlayStation fanboy. That's to their eyes. I just don't know, man. Like, these guys is so far up in these imaginary console wars. It's just a shame, man. These BGST guys, look, man. I know they older than me. I turn 30 next month. I'll be 30 in less than a month. It's just sad that these guys like in their late 30s, maybe early 40s, acting this way, acting like children, man. Like, they is so fucking immature. They worship this damn plastic, man. Like, it's just so fucking sad. I own all consoles. I mean, all consoles, man. So I ain't got nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. So like I say, man, if I want to buy a better version of whatever game, I just buy it on the PS4. As far as my Xbox One, where the fuck the games at, man? That's what I'm saying. What the fuck is the fucking games for the Xbox One? Like, I can't do another fucking first 8 months one fucking game again, Microsoft. Like, come on, man. Like, you gotta give us a lot more games than this bullshit, man. That's why 360 is, like, if you want to compare the Xbox One to the 360, you can't do that, man. That's you disrespecting the 360. It's kind of like how a lot of these people, a lot of PlayStation fanboys, want to say the PS4 is the best console of all time. I'm serious. A lot of these PlayStation fanboys saying that the PS4 is the best console of all time. So I guess they didn't own a PS2, in which has so many fucking exclusives. That was a freaking beast of a console. The PS2. It had so many games. It had so many games that you couldn't even keep up with it. That's how great the system was. And as far as the PS4, look, yes, it's doing really well as far as the consoles. But if you want to go buy the first party games, all the exclusives, like, you can't compare that. You cannot compare that, because the first 2.5 years of the PS4, the first party games was very sparse, and I was the main one that was criticizing Sony for having a sparse lineup for their first party games. But now they kicked into high gear. Of course, you got the PS4 Pro that just came out, and I kind of criticized them for coming out with a more powerful console, but you're not giving us no new games with it. But as time went on, I was like, okay, Sony, I know exactly what you're doing, and I love what they're doing, because they came out with a new console, a more powerful console, and now they just came out with a boost mode. So instead of us depending on these damn developers to keep on patching these games up, it's going to come with a boost, so the system's going to do it itself. And plus, we're getting all these damn exclusives that's coming out. Like, those 8 games I just posted in that thumbnail that y'all just saw, that's just for the first 4 months of this year, guys. 8 exclusives for the first 4 months of 2017. God damn. Microsoft should be shaming themselves, man. I only think Microsoft had 8 exclusives in 2 years. That's just how bad it is, man. Like, I don't know, man. I'm going to still keep my Xbox One, because I said that I'm going to give Microsoft to this E3 to come out with these heavy hitters, and we better be getting a lot of these games this year. We better be getting a lot more exclusives this year. I guess it's like this. If Microsoft disappoints me at this upcoming E3, this coming up summer, then I might just sell my Xbox One. I can't just hold on to a console that's not satisfying me. Like, I'm a big fan of the Xbox One. If you follow me on Xbox Live, like, I be on my Xbox all the fucking time, man. I love my Xbox, but right now I'm just not loving the situation. As far as the PlayStation situation, it's great, man. It's great. It's wonderful. Like, I'm getting games just about every fucking week, guys. Like I said a while ago, like, these 2 games just came out within a couple of weeks from each other. And you got the Kingdom Hearts, was it the 2.8 that just came out? I almost bought it, but the person from GameStop recommended me to wait for the 1.5 and 2.5 to come out, because I never got into the Kingdom Hearts series. So they told me if you hadn't played it before, then wait on that collection. That'll be your entry port, so you won't get so confused with this with the storyline. So I was like, okay, that's cool. I'll wait. So it's just so many games coming out for the PS4. I'm just happy, man. I'm happy. I'm really happy, guys, with my PS4 right now. You know, I know I've been dogging Sony for the past couple of years, but right now I'm loving my PS4. I'm loving it. And as far as the Switch goes, you know, I talk about that in a few minutes. But I guess with the Switch, I guess I'll say it right now. I guess with the Switch, like, it's kind of in a unique situation because I know a lot of people say that the launch lineup is very sparse and it doesn't have a lot of games. And people wanted to compare the Wii U's launch lineup to the Switch launch lineup. And yes, you can compare it because the Switch has a lot more less games. But did the Wii U had the... Okay, as far as the Wii U launch lineup, did they have a game that was bigger than Zelda Breath of the Wild? Y'all answer that question. Yeah, I'm waiting. Can y'all answer that question? Was there a game bigger than Zelda Breath of the Wild? All those games that was at the launch lineup for the Wii U, was there any game more bigger than Zelda Breath of the Wild? That should answer your question. If a lot of y'all want to know why is there not that many games for the Switch launch lineup, that's your answer. Because why in the world do some of these third parties want to put some of their heavy hitters right alongside Nintendo's heavy hitter, knowing that people has been waiting for another Zelda game since 2011. That's when Skyward Sword came out. That's going to be a big title. It's a big heavy hitter. That's going to scare away a lot of third parties. It's going to scare away a lot of people from putting their games alongside this juggernaut of a game. So that's what people don't understand. That's why Nintendo wants to spread out their heavy hitters throughout the year so third parties can sprinkle their games in between so it won't hurt their sales. That's what's going on, people. And I guess with the Wii U launch lineup, like, a lot of people just don't, like, come on, man. Like, if you own a 360 and a PS3, then that should answer your question. If you own a PS3 and the Xbox 360, that should answer your question with the Wii U launch lineup. Because you already played the damn games. You played the damn games, and you could get those games at a cheaper price with all the DLC, and the games would be running better on those platforms than the Wii U. So that should answer your question why these games didn't sell well on the Wii U, because they was already on last generation's consoles, and it ran better, and it came with all the DLC. So, you know, do I got to go back to the Mass Effect situation? Mass Effect 3 for $60 at launch? $60 for Mass Effect 3 on a Nintendo console in which Nintendo fans don't even know anything about the Mass Effect series? They don't know anything about the Mass Effect series. And EA had the nerve enough to give them Mass Effect 3, like, I guess they just gave it to them knowing that they know about the story. They did not know about the story, so that tells you. And plus, you could get the collection Mass Effect 1 through 3 on the PS3 and the 360 for a much cheaper price, including the DLC. So, you know, with the Wii U launch lineup, yes, they had a lot of games, but they kind of had the short end of the stick on a lot of those games. That was missing a lot of content, and it was just running a lot worse. You know, I don't know. It was just bad. It was bad. You know, but let's just look at Zelda. You know, Zelda is a game I beloved. I love Zelda. That's one of my best games of all time. You know, I'm a huge Sega fanboy. A lot of y'all know I love Sega, but I don't think no game on Sega can top Zelda. I love Zelda so much. The game is so great. The gameplay, the soundtrack, just everything about this game is just so wonderful. And that's before they even, you know, that's before they even implemented voice acting. Now, since they implemented voice acting, it's making this game more anticipated for me because I already love the series. Now they done put voice acting in. They done freaking, you know, step into modern day times with this Zelda game. I'm so happy, really. So yes, that answers a lot of people's question why there is not that many games that's coming on the Switch launch lineup, because myself is going to be focusing on Zelda until I finish the game. And that, you know, just looking at how big that world is, it's a big ass open world. It might take me 2 to 3 weeks to finish the game. I'm not gonna play no other game. I'm not gonna be on my PS4. I'm not gonna be on my Xbox. Hell, the Wii U. I don't even count the Wii U, even though I still own one. I'll be strictly on Zelda because I eat, sleep, breathe with Zelda. I love Zelda. So it makes sense why a lot of third parties is not putting games for the Switch on the first day. It makes sense. If they just using their heads. It's like, y'all know, like, when it comes to Nintendo's first party games, third party just cannot compete with Nintendo's first party games. The only way you can get these Nintendo fans to buy these games, you got to spread them out during Nintendo. Whenever they have a dry spell, that's when you're supposed to put your games out. When there's no games on the system, that's what's going on. And that's what Nintendo is doing. That's how they try to explain it, so y'all can understand it. But I guess a lot of people still don't understand. They still want to complain about the launch lineup. Look, I'm complaining too. I'm complaining about the lineup is sparse because you got to look at this. Not a lot of people play Zelda. But there's millions of people that love Zelda. There's a huge fan base for Zelda, but there's a huge fan base that doesn't even care about Zelda. So I kind of understand. Maybe they should have got a couple more games. But when it comes to third party, I'm pretty sure third parties don't want to. Even though the only way if Nintendo could get some big AAA third parties on launch, they're gonna have to throw them a big wad of cash to I guess a big wad of cash to these third parties so they can put some games for the Switch at the launch lineup. I know Nintendo, they don't want to do that because Nintendo know that their fans is going to support Zelda and they're not going to support those third party games. Let's just be honest. Let's be real about that. All right, who else is here, man? I got 47 people watching. Green Bolt, what's up, man? Who else is here? Dr. Blue, what's going on, buddy? One named Shadow, what's up? Tara Cole, what's going on? Who else is here? Retro Bros, what's going on, Retro? Trying to make sure I didn't forget nobody. I know I got you, Matthew Pipes. Okay, Rick, what's going on, Rick? What's going on? Who else I didn't get? Trying to keep up who's in here. Okay, I got him. I got hopefully I didn't forget you, man. I try to keep up with everybody. Zorban, what's going on, Zorban? It's only a piece of plastic. What's going on, man? Gotta see y'all too. Try to keep up with everybody. What's going on, John? Okay. With this whole entire Nintendo situation, I know some people is complaining, and I just found out today about it's not going to support web browser on the first day. They're not saying it's not going to get supported, but it won't be available at launch. So I kind of got an issue with that because myself, I do use a web browser because I'm huge into anime. I love anime. A lot of times I use my PlayStation, my Xbox One, and my Wii U to watch anime. I love anime, so I use my console to watch anime. So that is kind of an issue with me with the web browser. So I'm not going to complain to where I'm not going to buy the system. I'm going to buy the system because they got a lot of games that appeals to me. Of course, this year is really huge because you got the Super Mario Odysseys and Zelda Breath of the Wild and the Mario Karts and Splatoon 2 and Xenoblade, and of course you got other games that's coming out. A lot of mini games. Of course, you got some third party games. Like NBA 2K. You got Skyrim. What else? Has Been Heroes, and I Am Setsuna. Who else? Of course, you got the Bomberman R. I don't know. It's a lot of games. They just had another list, and the lineup had quadrupled since the original list that they gave us after that presentation. So that's a good sign. Yeah. What's going on, Vin Win? How you doing? Who else? Let me see. Let me get it. I'm drinking water right quick. So as far as the lineup go this year, I'm satisfied because Nintendo, they trying to make sure that we won't go through months of dry spells, and I kind of understand why they spread these releases out to make sure that we won't go weeks and weeks without no kind of release. Of course, Nintendo, they got their big heavy hitters, and of course you got these indie games, then you got the third party games. So they're trying to work together with these third parties to make sure that Nintendo's games won't interfere with these third-party games with their sales. So I'm happy that Nintendo is actually working with third parties this go around. And I guess with today, Nintendo, Miyamoto, he mentioned that they had mastered the Unreal Engine 4, whatever, and that's a good thing. And I would love to see Nintendo games. I don't even care, Nintendo games or whatever, third-party games running on Unreal Engine 4. So that's a good sign. That was one thing that killed the Wii U. It didn't support Unreal Engine 4. I remember back then, I forgot who it was, but somebody asked them, would they be able to run Unreal Engine 4 in the Wii U, and they laughed. So that tells you how weak the Wii U is. And I know with the Switch, it might not be as powerful as the PS4 or the Xbox One. It's damn near at the same power level as the Xbox One, but it's going to actually compete as far as the power go, and it's going to be a balance. That's basically what Kimishima has said. They trying to make sure it's balanced because you can't have so much power and take it on the go without sacrificing your price. It's like this: if you have a PS4 type of graphics on the Switch, then expect a price tag of $400. I'm just being honest. It's a lot of power for a handheld. Matter of fact, this handheld has a lot of power. It's just, a lot of these people, they just complaining. They want more power, but a lot of people, they just don't realize what Nintendo is actually trying to do. They trying to recapture that core fan base. They trying to recapture their home console fans, their mobile fans, all into one. If you think about it, this price tag is $300, in which a lot of people has been complaining. But can you take your Xbox One on the go? Can you take your PlayStation 4 on the go? You cannot. So you get to play this thing at home. You get to play it on the go. So all this for $300. So it's like, so if you want to split it, like you paying $150 for the mobile version of the Switch, and you paying $150 for the home version of the Switch. So I said that's not too bad. It's not too bad. So I might take it on the go myself, because sometimes I do be busy. I be doing some other stuff. I've been busy a lot lately. That's why I haven't been doing as much content on this channel as I would like to do. But like I said, man, I'm changing my lifestyle. I'm trying to work out a lot more. That's why my content is not as fluid as it used to be. So the Switch will be perfect for me because I've been gone a lot, and the Switch will be perfect for me. So that's what Nintendo is trying to capture. They're trying to capture everybody. So that's why I'm happy about it. I know a lot of y'all might not be happy because of the whole power situation. It's not as powerful as the PS4, but just think about what Nintendo is trying to do. And as far as the Switch goes, I think this console is more future proof than their competitors, than the Xbox One, than the PS4, because Nintendo, with a year or two later, they might come out with another dock that could pushes out more horsepower. We don't know about that. Like it's possible, or they could come out with another tablet. Like they could come out with another tablet or a dock without us breaking the bank for a brand new console. Let's say another dock comes out, boom, we pay another $80, $100 just to have a lot more horsepower. Or with the tablet, boom, we pay like another $100 for a tablet without paying another $300 for another console. So that's why I said that this console / hybrid is more future proof than the PS4 and the Xbox One. And just look what's going on with the Xbox One. Like all these consoles coming out. You got the Xbox One S just come out not too long ago, and of course you got the Scorpio that's coming out at the end of this year. PS4 Pro that just came out, and now there's rumors of a PS5. Like that's just too many consoles, man. That's too many consoles. So let's say Nintendo in the next couple of years decides to they want to up their horsepower, and they want to have the graphics as kind of similar to, let's say, the PS4 Pro or maybe the Scorpio. All they gotta do is just issue another dock without us breaking the bank of paying more money for another tablet, or it could be the other way around. Have another tablet without breaking the bank for another dock. It's like that's what I'm saying. It's future proof. That's what people don't understand. So okay, let's get some questions out there, man. I just been talking. It's supposed to be a Q&A, man. What y'all got for me, man? In that chat, what y'all got for me? You say enjoy these cartoonish kitty games. I don't know because I heard that. What y'all got for me? You said Nintendo Switch will support 4K. As far as 4K goes, I'm not sure. Honestly, 4K is not even a big deal right now. Just look at the Pro. The Pro, as far as the sales goes, it's very disappointing. Because I think for the month of December, I think it was December. I think they only, is it November, December? It was one of those months. But the latest MPD, they only sold about 200-something thousand consoles. Like that's not that much. That's why Sony hadn't really bragged about the PS4 Pro sales, because it just did not sell much. So 4K is not really mainstream when it comes to consoles, and that's what I'm thinking about the Scorpio. It's not going to be mainstream whenever the Scorpio comes out, and just talking about Xbox in general. Like, why should I get a Scorpio and Microsoft is not coming out with new games? Like, in order for me to drop $400 to maybe $500 for however much this thing costs for this Scorpio, I need games. Like, are we gonna get more games? That's the issue here. Are we gonna have more games? So that's what I'm saying with the Scorpio. Like power is nothing to me. I know a lot of people love graphics, power this, power that, but at the end of the day, if there's no games to compensate with the power, then that console is no good to me. So right now, the Scorpio is no good to me. And as far as the PS4 Pro, I was dogging it at first because Sony wasn't coming out with much first-party games or just exclusives in general. And boom, look at all these exclusives that we're getting out. And right now, that PS4 Pro is calling my name because Horizon Zero Dawn is about to come out. And I would love to get that Pro for that game alone. And we got these other games that's coming out. So I'm happy about that. So that can justify me of getting a PS4 Pro because of all these exclusives that's coming out for the PlayStation 4, in which you cannot get for the Xbox One or the Nintendo Switch. Said, Real, did you have the Sega Genesis streaming service back in the day? You know what? I never had that streaming service. I think I know what you're talking about. I never did have that. Was that streaming service on the Dreamcast? I think that's what you're talking about. I think they did have some kind of streaming service on the Dreamcast. Arfin Ali said, when the Breath of the Wild comes out, we'll be able to see you again. Y'all gonna see me again. It's just like, as far as the other games go on my Xbox One and the PS4, I'm not gonna play them because I'm gonna concentrate on Breath of the Wild because I'm a huge fan of Zelda. And if there's a game that I just love, I'm gonna just stick to it until I beat it. It's kind of like Final Fantasy 15. I love the game. I love Final Fantasy 15. I'm new to the series because I really hadn't played Final Fantasy back in the day. But, I guess Square Enix, they make this game to where it's for not only the old school gamers, Final Fantasy fans, it's for the newcomers as well. And it catered towards me since I'm a newcomer. And I loved it. So I put in over 50 or maybe 60 hours of Final Fantasy 15. I'm still not finished. It's still a lot more side quests for me to complete. But yeah, like if I'm set to if I really want to play this game, if this game really appeals to me, I'm going to play it until I'm finished with it. So yeah, as far as the Zelda Breath of the Wild, that's going to be the only game I play until I beat it. Like whatever games I have, it's going to have to wait. So these backlog of games I have right now, I got to help them beat these games before Breath of the Wild comes out. I still got a lot of games I got to complete. I still got to beat Yakuza. Neo. I just bought that. I got to play and beat that. I need to finish Quantum Break. I just bought the Mega Man Legacy collection because I really hadn't played. I didn't play. I only play a couple of Mega Man games, but it's a lot of them I didn't play. So I beat the first Mega Man. I think I got hold on, I'm trying to remember. Did it come with 6 or 8 Mega Man games? I think it came with 6. So I beat the first one. I have 5 left. So I still got some to go on Mega Man, the Legacy. What else I got? I think that's it. I might have another game. I bought Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I need to start on that. I hadn't even played it yet. So I got so many backlog of games I have to play before Zelda comes out. Because whenever Zelda comes out, that backlog of games is going to get pushed back even more, man. What else we got? Let me see. You say you can't. You say you can't pronounce a Yukuzo for shit. Is it okay? It's Yakuza, right? Yakuza. I don't know, man. I can't never pronounce that damn thing, man. You say you can't pronounce it for shit. He said, if Nintendo make a brand new F-Zero game for the Switch, but it doesn't have online, how would you react to that? Man, Matthew Pike, you should know how I am with Nintendo. Like, I've been fucking furious with them having all these couch co-op games on the Wii U, and like it would have been perfect for a lot of these games to support online, like Star Fox. Mario Party, Mario 3D World. It's a lot of games that should have support online, but Nintendo failed to do that. I was fucking furious. But if Nintendo would do that shit right now, then I would be extremely hot. Extremely hot. And plus we paying online. Like, we can't be paying online and having the same shitty quality as the Wii U. Now, that'll give me a reason to get very pissed off at Nintendo. So he said, do you think the Amiibo will die or pick up due to the Switch? If the Switch does well, that is. The Amiibo, as far as the Amiibo goes, the Amiibo is Nintendo's bread and butter. It sells well, but Nintendo, they it's like they doing the same shit with the, I guess the Amiibo shit was first before the NES Classic. Like the Amiibos, I don't know why Nintendo will under fucking stock their shit, knowing that a lot of people want these Amiibos. They do the same shit with the NES Classic. Will they do the same shit with the Switch, with these other Amiibos? I think so. I just hate when Nintendo do that shit. When they create these artificial demands. I hate it. I really hate it. You know, that what really pisses me off about Nintendo. It does. Love Nintendo, but shit like that is fucking shady. Because whenever they do shit like that, it makes these people really want to get these products so they can sell it for triple or quadruple the price of it. Like, I cannot believe they have Amiibos selling for $10,000. Like, seriously? A legless Peach? A bald-headed Mario? Are you fucking serious? Who the hell in their right mind will pay this much money for a defective Amiibo? Or these Amiibos that's basically in demand? Like, I don't know, man. Nintendo, they need to get better when it comes to their demands, man. It really does pisses me off when they do that shit. You said, let me see, you ever played Bloody Roar back then on GameCube? No, I never did play Bloody Roar. I know you're talking about, but no, I hadn't played that. No, I know you're talking about. Actually, I saw it on the GameCube. I hadn't, so I really can't tell you about it. You said, our friend, you said, are you going to do an unboxing of the Switch? Nintendo aren't going to show us the what? The UI. Oh, they're not going to show us the UI. Can't pre-order. Have to pay for my parents' flight tickets aboard. As far as unboxing, I might do the unboxing. Hopefully Nintendo don't strike me for that. No, yeah, I know how Nintendo is, man. That's another thing that they need to get better when it comes to their when it comes to YouTube and all that shit. You know, sharing their content. They need to get better because they pissed off a lot of people. And, you know, Nintendo, they really have been very bad when it comes to advertising. And a lot of these big YouTubers that had millions of subscribers, they refuse to advertise Nintendo products because on how Nintendo has been so strict when it comes to their stuff. And that's what Nintendo needs to get better at, man. Because they can make even more money if they can have a lot more sponsors that can have a lot more people, especially these big YouTubers, to promote their stuff. He said if Nintendo could keep up with the demand, the Wii would have sold more. Yes, you're right, Insane Gamer. The Wii would have sold more if they kept up with the demand. Like, I just don't understand. That's why people say Nintendo keep doing the same stuff over and over and over. Like the Wii, it had the potential of selling nearly. It could have sold at the PS2 level. It could have, but Nintendo, they just failed to meet the demands, man. And a lot of people, they just got tired of waiting. The first 2 years, whenever the Wii came out, it was so hard to find a Wii U. I got lucky. Honestly, I got lucky. Actually, it was the second year I got a Wii. I got lucky when I got it because it was the last one at the store. So if they would have kept up with the demand all through the life cycle of the Wii, then it could have really been. It could have probably been around the PS2 level as far as sales. It could have potentially sold 150, maybe more. It depends. But Nintendo just being Nintendo, you know how they are. You said Nintendo seemed greedy for a rich company. They all greedy, man. They all greedy. It's called business. What else we got? They said they were going to have more pre-orders before lunch. That's what they said. They said they was going to have more pre-orders, but I don't know, man. Y'all know how Nintendo operates, man. It's like I won't hold them to it until I see results, because you know how Nintendo, everybody lies. You know, as far as demand, if artificial demand, in which I'm thinking that Nintendo is trying to do, I think that Nintendo is not in a position to be creating artificial demand because of that lackluster Wii U, just because of that disaster of a Wii U, and because third parties is not going to fully support the Switch until they get until they get enough consoles out there. And Nintendo is not in a position to be having people wait on the Switch, because people that is buying a Switch day one and on, they gonna want third party support. So Nintendo need to make sure they put as many Switches out there, so it will tell third parties to be like, hey man, we got a whole bunch of Switches out there. We about to surpass the Wii U within our first year. So are you going to give us more third party games or not? Or is Nintendo is going to basically create this artificial demands, have probably 2 to 3 million Switches for the first year? Like, no, they better not do that shit, man. They better not be creating no artificial demand. That would be so freaking retarded. Because these third parties is not going to put no games on the Switch until they have enough people buying the Switch. That's the only way. It's the only way. What else we got? You said, what are your thoughts on Nintendo for promoting, was that Kazumi? Mario Odyssey producer. Actually, I don't know about that. I might have to look that up, man. Because I'm not, basically, I'm kind of not in on the loop on all the Nintendo news, because I've just been so busy. I've been so busy that I'm pretty sure there's a lot more news that just came out today. It's just, I just don't know about it, man. You said, am I the only one that wants Eternal Darkness remastered on the Switch? I would like to have Eternal Darkness. I saw some gameplay on the GameCube. It looks interesting. I never played the game before, but Nintendo, they need games like that on their system. They need horror games. They need a lot more games. The more games, the better. They need to have a lot more diversity games besides platformers. Besides Nintendo games, whatever. At least they are getting some sports games this year. They're getting FIFA and they're getting NBA 2K. It would be nice to get Madden, but we all know how EA is with Nintendo. But yeah, like Nintendo, they just need all the games they can get, basically. You said, according to Pierce Snyder on IGN, Nintendo have been doing artificial demand since the NES. Yeah, that's nothing new for Nintendo. They've been doing that. Like it pisses. Like they need to take notes from Sony. Like, Sony never created artificial demand. Sony, they're going to continuously and keep producing as much consoles as possible, because you know why? Sony wants to be number one. They want to be number one. And guess what? They are number one. So in order for Nintendo to be number one, they need to get that fucking mindset out their heads about creating artificial demands. Fuck the shit. And just put as many consoles out there as possible. Because a lot of people want to play the Switch. And unfortunately, probably millions of them won't be able to get one day one, because these pre-orders continuously keep selling out every time it gets back, online, whatever. These pre-orders, like, it seems like, every other day, GameStop or Best Buy, they opened up the pre-orders, and like 2 minutes later, it's gone. It's gone within 2 minutes. So Nintendo, first of all, they need to stop with this artificial demands and just freaking make more consoles. Like, they know that this Switch is not going to be a Wii U situation, guys. It's not going to be a Wii U situation. When the Wii U came out, they thought wrong. They thought about that the Wii U was going to sell 100 million. They thought wrong about that. So that's why they shipped out either 5 or 6 million Wii U's. Day one, they shipped a lot of Wii U's out, and it took them a long time to sell that. But it's pretty much explanatory why it took a long time to sell, because all this continuous dry spells, no third-party support. Nintendo did a lot of stupid shit. Hell, Nintendo barely even supported their own console. But just looking at all the hype that's going on with the Switch, looking at all these heavy hitters that's coming out in the first year, like, Nintendo will be so damn stupid not to at least ship out 5 million Switches day one. That would be they would be so damn retarded not to have at least 5 million ready, because a lot of people loved it, especially after the Super Bowl. That was a great move for Nintendo. First of all, I want to I want to give props, give credit when credit is due. I've been shitting on Nintendo when it comes to their marketing, for a while, and their marketing has been a lot better. I mean, a lot better these past few months, man. I saw those Japanese ads, and it was on point. I loved it, and most of those, I think all three of those ads was mainly focused on the mobile part, on the handheld part, and that was spot on because they know people in Japan going to be more interested on the handheld version, and they really struck gold with that commercial. That was a really good commercial. It was on point, and they was basically advertising the right version of that Switch to their market. And right now, it's very hard to find a Switch out there in Japan because whenever it first went up for pre-orders, it was gone in minutes. So it's going to do really, really well in Japan. I know for a fact it's going to do really well in Japan. And I guess the American commercials, it's been on point. The UK commercials been on point. I love how they basically, been on point on how that Switch works. They showing all the different controllers. They showing that you can play it at home, you can play it on the go, you take it at the park, you play it on a plane, you do whatever you want to do with this Switch. And that's what they failed to do with the Wii U. It's just a lot of people was left clueless on what this Wii U was, man. Like, nobody knew what this thing was. A lot of people thought that it was peripheral to the Wii. I don't know how many times y'all heard that. It's like, I'm sounding like a broken record. Like, that's true. A lot of people thought it was a add-on to the Wii. So that's why a lot of people got confused. That's why a lot of people wasn't interested in it. And it just didn't have games. So, and plus it still costs $300. Like, who the hell would pay $300 for a fucking dead console? And it's still $300, guys. That's what pisses me off about Nintendo, because their business practices can be very shady sometimes, man. That's just how I feel about that. So let's get a few more questions before I close out. Get a few more questions. Yeah, you're right when they shout out. Yeah, they're going to eat that Switch up alive, man. They love their handhelds out there in Japan. They love it. She said, Wii U Switch. Yeah, you said, yeah, Japan, there's people all on the train. Yeah, yo. One thing about Japan, like people is always on the go. Japan, they are very busy in that country. So mobile gaming is very, very important when it comes to the Japanese market. And Nintendo they really striking gold on this, and it's gonna sell really well, man. It's gonna sell really well. There you go, Gamer Nick. You said, Gamer Nick said, why am I the best member of the Real Talk podcast? Okay. Whatever you think, Mr. Gamer Nick, man. Whatever you think. You said can't go to America, Muslim ban. Oh, don't get me started on that shit. I think they I think they took the way that Muslim ban. They went ahead and let them come to this country. I think it was just temporary, but it was fucked up on how they did those people, man. It's just right now, just being American, it's just not good, man. That's why I stay away from the media, stay away from these news. It's just never good news, man. It's stupid. And they promote hate for this country. They promote hate for black and white, Hispanics, especially Muslims, man. It's bad. So I just stay away from that shit, man. I stay away. That's why I like to play video games. I work out. I just started back working out, and I love my family. As far as spending hours watching news, like I'm not gonna fucking put great hair. I'm not gonna have great hairs at an early age because the fucking bullshit that they spread across this nation. Let me see. What else we got? He said, should a Switch have Jaguar virtual console? That would be pretty cool. He said there was rumors for the Metro game. I know there was a rumor not too long ago that Metro was going to be made from another developer that's not Retro Studios. That was a rumor. I don't know. I don't know what the hell Retro Studios is doing, man. They've been freaking quiet these past few years. They keep on. It seems like they always hiring every other day. And like I've been hearing this for years, even before Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze came out. Like, what the hell had they been doing? It's like they've been on a hush hush, and I don't know if they're working on a really big project because the way it sounds like they're working on something huge. But Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze is not a huge game. It's a 2D side scroll. So what the hell are they up to? So I don't know what the hell's going on with Retro Studios, man. But they need, hopefully that they will come out at this year's E3 and give us a really big surprise. And hopefully that big surprise is Metro. We've been wanting a Metro game for a very long time, man. Let me see. Luigi's Mansion 3. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Luigi Mansion is a really fun. It's a cool game. It's really fun. I've been playing that with my wife on the GameCube. It's been a while since I played. I think it's been about a month since I played it, but I have been playing Luigi's Mansion. It's a really fun game. Let me see. You said, do you search Illuminati? Yeah. I do believe in that stuff. I do search on that, the Illuminati stuff. You know, that's why I don't watch the mainstream media, because they brainwash you, man. I don't watch mainstream media no more because they tell you lies. They tell you lies all the time. That's why I watch a lot of independent news media, you know, because they tell you the actual truth and the actual facts. So I don't watch CNN, MSNBC, especially Fox News. That freaking racist ass channel. I don't watch none of that shit, man. They just spit lies. That's all they do. You said, I hope Federation Force do not hurt the next level of relationship with Nintendo. Let's try to pretend that Federation Force was a dream, a nightmare. That's basically what it is. It's a nightmare. It never happened. It never happened before. So let's just stick with that. It never happened. Okay. So I guess I'll get a couple more questions and I will end it. Couple more questions. What y'all got for me? You said Retro making a cooking mama. Cooking mama. I don't know, goddamn cooking mama game. They leave that shit on the 3DS, man. It's like this, man. It's like this. If you're gonna be advertising your damn console to mostly adults, don't bring no goddamn cooking mama to the fucking Switch, man. Let me see. Let me see. What is a chance? Oh God, there you go again with that Sega stuff, Dave. Yeah, what's the chances for the Dreamcast games coming to the Switch? You know what? There is a rumor that's gonna be a Shenmue collection. It is a rumor. I don't know. I would love for that to happen. It would be nice. It would be nice. Alan, he said, are you hoping for a Bayonetta 3? Yeah, a lot of people hoping for a Bayonetta 3 because Bayonetta 2 was a great game. It was really good. I loved it. And I think Platinum Games and Nintendo, they got a good relationship going on right now. And I think it's a 80 to 85% chance that we will see a Bayonetta 3 on the Switch, because the Wii U version Bayonetta 2, it's so pretty decent. It ain't like Platinum Games lost a lot of money. They actually make profit off the game because it sold over 1 million. So I'm pretty sure they probably did greenlight a Bayonetta 3. They just probably maybe going to announce it maybe at E3 or something. All right, I guess I'll take one more question. You said, do you think the Switch might get the Google Play App Store? I don't know. That's a really good question. It depends on if they got any contract with Google. I don't know. It depends on Nintendo and Google. You know that. Honestly, I really doubt that. Because that's yeah, Nintendo. You know how cheap they are. I'm pretty sure they not gonna spend no millions or billions of dollars just to have a fucking Google app on their shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. As far as I know, with the Nintendo Switch, it's going to be missing some key features on the system at launch. That's why a lot of people think that this console launched early. I think it is launching early because with all these rumors stated that this system, all the rumors about the Switch, the release date of the Switch, I think it was supposed to come out March 17th. So I think the system is coming out 2 weeks ahead of schedule. So that's probably why there is some features that's missing day one on this Switch whenever it launched. That's what I'm thinking. So that's basically what I think about that whole thing. I'm gonna admit it. Like, I'm pretty upset that we got to pay $300 for a console that's going to be missing a lot of key features. But at the same time, there are games that I actually want to play. So, I guess just look at the PS4 and the Xbox One. They was missing a lot of features. They was missing games. Their game lineup was pretty bad on the PS4 and the Xbox One, especially the PS4. The Xbox One launch lineup was a little bit better than the PS4. The PS4 launch lineup was it was awful. But you can't expect a whole bunch of games at launch. Like a whole bunch of games and a whole bunch of key features. It's just not gonna happen. But I don't know, man. It is what it is. But I guess that's it for today. I know it's a lot of stuff that I would like to talk to y'all about, but I'm gonna say some of that for the Real Talk with the Real Gamer podcast tomorrow. So y'all make sure y'all tune in for the Real Talk with the Real Gamer podcast tomorrow at 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern Pacific time on this channel tomorrow. We're gonna have a lot of discuss. We're gonna have a lot of stuff to discuss tomorrow. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. I might do a video tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe if I am in a good mood, maybe I'll do another Q&A with y'all guys. Maybe if I do it, I'll probably do it around 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. If I do another Q&A with y'all guys, don't hold me to it. If I do it, it's gonna be tomorrow around 1 or 2 o'clock my time. If I don't, then just look forward to the Real Talk with the Real Gamer podcast tomorrow. As far as me doing just regular, news videos, I'm gonna go back to do it. It's just I've been so, busy lately. I guess probably next week I will probably get back to doing my regular news videos and probably do maybe. Of course, I did say I was gonna do one a week, one Q&A with y'all guys a week. But I understand I've been missing these past few days, past couple of weeks. I just hadn't been giving y'all as much content as I've been wanted to, give y'all, but I've just been so tired and, been busy. But like I say, I make sure I come to the Real Talk with the Real Gamer podcast tomorrow. And if I do another podcast or Q&A with y'all guys, I will let y'all know. So if you want to be the first one to know about it, make sure you follow me on Google+, follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description below. If you're not following me, follow me on Google+ and Twitter. It is in the link of the description below. And after that, I will see y'all guys later. Peace out.